Hello and good morning. Welcome back to another mussel fishing film. We're out here on the Polycraft 300 Tuffy for the first time in about a month. The weather has been awful. I've been off for about 2 weeks off of work for summer leave, say summer. Started at the sort of mid-September, going to mid-October, and yeah, horrendous weather. It's constant. We've got one day today of nice weather, and it's the Conger Cup 2024, which myself and Ben run. Ben can't make it out today, so I am running the event today and tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't look like we're going to be able to get out at all, unfortunately. So today is the day to go and try and catch some conger eels and a big black bream. So tides are nice and small. We're going to go and anchor a wreck today, hopefully. I'm going to drift it with some sidewinder lures first, of course. That's if we can get out there. I think we can. If the weather's not very nice today and we can't get out to where we want to go, I'll just come and anchor up inshore and I'll see what we can catch for us. We might get some forward-back rays, some bass, may even get a codling, but let's hope we don't have to go to plan B, because plan A is get to the wreck we want to anchor, drift it for about 30 minutes with some lures, get some pollock maybe, and maybe some bass, and then anchor it. So we're going to hopefully be out for a good while today. We've got lots of night lights as well for later on in case we stay into dark, if the weather allows us. So yeah, I'm not competing today. There are lots of other boats. There's about 80 contestants between Eastbourne and Brighton competing for the biggest conger eel. And there's a big prize presentation tomorrow afternoon which I'm hosting as well. So I'm going to get us underway to the wreck that I want to anchor. Because I'm not competing, I'm not bothered about bombing off a long way trying to get a big conger eel. I just want to anchor a wreck, see if we can get one or two to say we've completed the Conger Cup. And yeah, I'll be happy. But there should be some big black bream out there as well, so we'll see. I've not been fishing for a long time out of Eastbourne, probably about a month, so I don't quite know what it's fishing like. But yeah, my safety checks are all done, so let's get you underway on this sort of very nice morning. Let's go. So we've got to the wreck that I'm thinking of anchoring later, which we're going to drift now for maybe half an hour to an hour. Now, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to anchor a wreck today. The sea is what I call rough and very confused. You've got a northerly wind. It's a bit stronger than it should be, but we've got a phrase in the boating world and it's called sun's up, wind's up. So when the sun first comes up, you get a bit of heat off the land, I believe that's what it is, and it creates this wind. So it might settle down a bit later on. So we're gonna stick it out for a bit, but before putting the anchor in, I'm gonna drift this wreck, 1, to see if there's any fish on it, 2, to get some drift lines to see where my anchor would settle, and 3, I'm gonna give the weather a chance to settle down, hopefully. Otherwise, as I said earlier, we'll have to do plan B. There'll be a bit of wrecking now, and if it doesn't settle down and it's a bit horrible, then I'll go right inshore where it's going to be nice and flat because it's northerly wind, and we'll try for some other species. But fingers crossed, we can make something work while we're out here. I'm in a 3-metre boat. I'm on my own, so I've got to be a little bit sensible. And yeah, as mad as you might think the things that I do in a 3-metre boat, I am very safety conscious, and every decision made is based on safety. So yeah, the waves are big, and yeah, it's an extremely confused sea, so we'll see how we get on. But let's let this drift line figure itself out, and then what we'll do is we're going to do some drifts on the wreck first to see if we can pick up some fish. So while we're here, I'm going to talk through how we set up my wrecking setup. I've got 30-pound fluorocarbon with a 4-inch Candy King sidewinder lure. We're going to take out, because it's a small tide and it's not the strongest part, we're going to take off about 4 foot, so I don't want it too long. On a small tide, or a low tidal flow, you don't want your flowing trace to be too long, otherwise it will tangle up. On a big spring tide, I'd have about, well, between sort of 6 to 10 foot sometimes. Sometimes the longer, the better. But yeah, on a small tide, you don't want your flowing trace to be too long. So I've got about 3.5 to 4 foot there. I work my lures, those lures particularly, with a boom. I'm going to tie on the other end of my fluoro onto my clip here. I used to loop it, but I don't loop them anymore because I think that knot sort of wears it out a little bit, and I think it weakens the knot. So I'm going to tie on the other end, just using a 4 to 5 turn grinner. Pull that down. This sea's horrible, guys. Snip off the tag end. And then what I do is, this end of the boom, I'll attach that to my rod end. I also got a clip on my rod. I'm just going to be using a multiplier and a boat rod, about 10 to 20 pound boat rod. And I'm going to stick on a 6-inch ball weight onto here. And then we drop it down. As soon as we feel the bottom, we wind it up. We've got about not a tide. Resetting the drift might be interesting because we've got to go against the sea. So let's see what it's like. But I'm going to get that set up. We'll pop a weight on, connect that to the end of my rod, and we'll see if we can get a fish or two with this big sea. Oh. Well, the sea, guys, is very, very gnarly. Resetting this drift was horrible because obviously it's a northerly wind, and we're coming out here, it's a flowing sea, and going that way, we're going against it. So yeah, not so nice, to be honest, but it is what it is. So I'm going to try and I see it. I don't think we're going to be able to make this work. Just with a northerly wind, it's not very good. We've got a good drift line on this wreck, but the issue is yeah, me in a very, very small boat, not ideal. And the wind, oh, we had a bite there. Yeah, the wind for me just doesn't seem to be getting any less as of yet. It might do later, but don't particularly want to put the anchor in when it's like this. So we're coming up to the wreck now, just dropping to the bottom. And just a steady retrieve. Right, drift number 2. So we're approaching the wreck now. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, blimey. I wouldn't advise coming out in these conditions if you're not experienced in a small boat. I know what this can handle, and I know what I can handle. This is about the limit on my own. Drop to the bottom. The wreck is under us now. Oh, if we can pull up 1 or 2 decent fish this morning, I'll be happy. Even though it's the Conger Cup, and the conger eel really is the aim of the day. Sometimes you can't be fussy. Right, third drift. I do think, guys, plan B may have to come into action in a little while. Just do inshore fishing, at least for the morning, and see if it gets calmer later. Because it's not pleasant. We're getting waves over the side, and the wind's not particularly nice. So I think we'll make this our last drift, and then I'm gonna plod inshore, where it should be flatter. We can stick our anchor in, we can put some baits out, and just see what we can get. Because yeah, it's not nice out here. Oh guys, I'm a battered man. That was a rough ride. Yeah, those conditions are really bad. I was just speaking to a much bigger boat than me, about 20 foot, and even he was like, it's awful out there, and he turned around, and I was much further out than he was. Right, so the plan, oh sorry, let me get you all cleaned up. Right, the plan now, I've come right inshore, towards sort of Holywell, Eastbourne end, you get a little bit of cover from, well, on a northerly wind you obviously get Beachy Head. I'm going to stick the anchor in down here and just see what we can get, really. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to get. I've put us on some semi-mixed ground. I'm going to drop the anchor. I've lost my rod, my little rod. I went airborne like this, out it flew. I thought I had it on the clip, I didn't. Another rod I've lost. So we've only got 3 big heavy rods, but I'm just going to put down squid baits and we'll see what we can get. Right, let's set this anchor in. I'll see you in a minute. I just needed a moment, guys. It's so upsetting how little weather we've got now in the UK and how badly they report it, because it was gusting 25-30 mile an hour northerly out there, and it's only meant to be 10 mile an hour or 6 mile an hour now, main wind speed. It's just appalling, it really is. Yeah, so the last 3 weeks, one day has presented itself, which was today, and even that's wrong. So I'm going to set up some squid baits, get cast out, see what we can do. But yeah, not a good start to the morning, unfortunately. Just winding in this rod, I think we might have a fish on it. I put on a little scratching rig. Just thinking I might go and try and anchor a wreck now. It's got a bit calmer. I think we have our first fish on. Yeah, we do have a fish on. What's it going to be? Is it going to be a plaice or a bream? Ah, wow! Gurnard! Yeah, I put on a little scratching rig just to see what was down there. Wow! We've got a beautiful tub gurnard. You can hear it grunting there. Beautiful, beautiful colours on it. Yeah, I've just put a little bit of squid on and a little bit of lugworm. Just to see if we could pick up a fish, really. And yeah, we've got something, so that's good. There he is, little tub gurnard. We'll get him back. Yeah, so I was just saying, the wind's calmed down a little bit. I just spoke to my friend who is now heading out to a wreck, and I said, oh, is it any calmer than it was this morning? He went, yeah, it is actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to try again. We're going to try again. And try. We're going to go and try and anchor a wreck. I was tempted to do, there's about 2 miles that way, and I was tempted to go and anchor that one, but yeah, but I'd rather anchor the one that I know holds some bigger eels. That one out there is a little bit of a risk, although it's a little bit more protected from Beachy Head. So swings and roundabouts. We'll have a little think, but I'm just going to wind these rods in, sort my boat out, and yeah, we'll get you underway again shortly to try and anchor a wreck, because the wind does seem to be dying down now, which it was meant to anyway. So yeah, fingers crossed we get out a bit further. Right guys, we just anchored this wreck, and we've got a really lovely bite on this rod just here. I couldn't have anchored it better, to be honest with you. I anchored it really well, and that's not me boasting, that's just the fact. I anchored it really, really well. I'll turn you around a bit and show you my plotter. I've anchored it bang on. I've anchored just back from the wreck to try and draw the eels out to us, but we really are sort of, once the lead's down there, once you've cast out, especially if you give it a little bit of line, you'll be pretty much there. So you want to be on the bites, I think, quite quickly. This one's just on a whole scad. Yeah, I can't feel him, so I'm just going to pop him back. Just tidying up my deck now, making sure everything's away, because I have a feeling we're going to get some bites soon. Hopefully. So we've still got a really nice bite in that right hand rod. Yep, fish on, guys. Eel on. There we go. That didn't take long. Oh God. I think he might be in the wreck. Oh no. Oh, another rod gone, guys. Another rod gone. Oh, right, finally we're fishing. I can't believe my luck today. We've lost a rod, we snapped a rod on that eel, and we had a really good bite on the other rod. I wound it, and for some reason, ping, off it went. It must be a really sharp wreck down there, so I'm gonna have to be really fast on these bites to try and draw them out. I can't believe my luck today, it's just been awful. But now, let's from now, let's put in some effort and try and catch them. I'm running ledger rigs for these congers. 200-pound traces, single big 6.0 limitless meat hooks, and yeah, about between 8 to 10 ounces of weight down there. I'm using scab baits, cuttle baits. I've got some old squid. There's a bite on this one. Look, that's a better bite. Sorry guys, sorry to shout, but I think we might be in. Yeah, we're in. Here we go, we're in. First eel of the trip. Here we go. I'm going to put a nice bit of drag on it because we're, yep, there we go, look, there we go. Try and get him out of the wreck, up and out, up and out, up and out. Going to have to bully these fish today, otherwise they just simply are going to take me into the wreck and I'm going to lose a load of gear. I've only been here probably 10 minutes and I've broken a rod, lost a trace, and had about 3 or 4 really good bites. Here she comes. Don't think it's a big one, it might just be a sort of 10-15 pounder. But the important part is strike into them early, get them out of the wreck, and hopefully we'll catch them. No, he's alright. He's alright. He's about 20. He's about 20. I'm going to bring him down the side here. Quite well up to that one. Try and get hold of the weight. Don't want that swinging around everywhere. There we go. Oy, there we go. Oh, unclip the weight so that it's not causing you any issues. I unclip the hook trace. Where has he gone? There he is. And then I've got the rod. And I'm going to move the rod out of the way. Ooh, crawling up my leg. All right, mate, all right. All right, guys, finally, we've got one. It's taken us all morning to wait for the weather and anchor the wreck, which I didn't really want to anchor, but there we go. First eel of the Conger Cup 2024 for Mr. Jake Davison. I'm not entering, of course, as I'm organising. That wouldn't be fair. But there we go. Not a big one. He's probably 15, 20, something like that. Swallowed the hook, so I'm just going to grab the T-bar and try and unhook him. That rod's probably been going behind me. It's probably a good job we're on 2 rods. So there we go. First eel of Conger Cup 2024 for me. Really pleased with that. At least we got one. Right, let's get him back. Woo. Yeah, another reel on. Oh, I think he's found a snag. Oh, has he? Has he? Has he? Has he? No, we've got him out. I think we've got him out. Come on. Come on. No, no, no. Oh, I think we might have got him out, but Oh, he's a big one. Whoo! A lot of eels on this wreck, guys. A lot of eels on this wreck. Right, we've got him out now, which is good. We've got him out. Take our time a bit more now. Yeah, I don't know what the size of this one's going to be. It put up a really good fight at the beginning, but so it might have just been in a snag. But oh, here he comes. Has he just come off? No, he hasn't. He's swimming towards me. Oh no, still a good one. Still a really nice one, bigger than the other one. Whoa! There he is. That's a bigger one. That's a bigger one. Now we're talking. Now we've got no rods in the water and lots of conger eels feeding. See how a trip can turn around, eh? That's a better fish. Yeah, that's a better fish. Oh, all right, there we go, guys. Another conger eel. So that's number 2. We'll get that one back quickly. Oh, we better get some more rods in the water. Excellent. Right, so the rigs we're using are just running ledger rigs. So we've got a zip slider there, which is locked in by about 3 foot and a swivel either end. 8 ounce weight, because that's just easy to get down to the bottom. And we've got about a 3 foot trace with, it's either a 200 pound or 100 pound. I've got a couple of 100 pound traces, a couple of 200 pound traces. And that is what we're using, just a big bit of cuttle there. And we'll get that back down quickly. Now, I'm not casting it, I'm just dropping it. Because we're already very much up to the edge of that wreck, I don't want to cast it because I'll end up in the wreck. And I don't want to let too much line go. So when it hits the bottom, I'm just going to go up once and just engage strike mode. And then put it in. And hopefully that bait is sitting just about back enough that when we get a bite, I can strike early and make sure it doesn't get us in the wreck. Because the first one, which I lost and the rod broke, I let a bit too much line out, I think, and it basically went back into the wreck, which is not quite what you want. But let me turn you around and I'll show you where we are in accordance to the wreck. So this is me here, this is the wreck here, so my lines are going this way. So if I let too much line out, it ends up over here and then we're snagging. So if I just drop it, it ends up on the edge, the congers come out, quick bite, boom, strike it hard, set it hard, don't let too much drag go and pull them out of the wreck. That's the idea. Right, let's get the other rod out. So I've already got a bite on that rod, it's only been down for a few minutes. I'm just going to very quickly try and show you how I prepare a scad bait or a fish bait, a whole fish bait. Chop off the end of the tail by about 1/3, get your hook. This is just how I do it. I go under the gill, through the head. Some people leave it like that, I don't. Pull it all the way through, like so, put the hook down there and out through the middle of the body, and then put some elastic around it. Got a little muppet there just to make a bit of attraction. That way, when the conger comes up and grabs it, he's going to hook himself. A lot of the times you just end up with the head, and that's annoying. So that's how you do it to try and get more bites. And then I've just got some heavy duty beta elastic, and I just put a little bit around the hook just so it stays in place and it protrudes nicely. I've got to really keep an eye on these rods because bites seem to be thick and fast today, I tell you that. All of a sudden it'll switch off and I won't be moaning. Just like that, send that one out just as it is. That should be absolutely fine. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Just finished putting that rod out. Got a bite on this one. It's going to be early with the striking, otherwise it's going to go in the wreck. Oh yes, eel on, eel on. Woo, here we go, here we go. They're great fun, they really are good fun. Oh. Yeah, you wouldn't have wanted 3 rods out and you wouldn't want to be fishing for small stuff today because they are absolutely on fire. Don't think it's a big one. Don't think it's a big one. This was just on that cuttle bait that I just sent out, and that's reused from the last eel. So it just shows you don't have to have fresh bait. You can reuse them with eels, they don't tend to care a lot of the time. Oh, he's a bit bigger than I thought. He's all right. So I've got to try and grab the weight, which I've done. I'll pop the rod down gently, and if I can, get the eel into the boat, like that. Whew. There we go. Take the weight off. I try and do, if there's two of you, do it before it comes into the boat, but with one of me on a 3 metre boat, it's a bit trickier. Pop that in one place, undo that hook trace, rod out the way. Oh dear, I cannot keep up with them today. They are on one. Perfectly hooked as well, because we managed to get it early. So I can show you how to do a T-bar now. Right, T-bar. The bait is just there, so I'm just going to move that out of the way. This one's perfectly hooked, as you can see. You just pop it in and pop it out like that, and the hook comes out. Really easy. If you let the bite develop too long, the eel swallows it, so try and set the hook early, and that'll avoid deep hooking. There we go. Oh. There we go. Eel number 3. Get one back. Oh. Wicked. Right, I'm going to tidy up this boat. Guys, this is mental sport. This is absolutely mental. I've not even... Oh, this is a bigger fish. Unless he's snagged. No, he's not snagged. I've got him, I think. Ah, no, 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 no. Come on. Yeah, he might be snagged, this one. I'll have to be a bit careful. Yep, there we go. Got him. Just by putting a little bit of... loosening up the pressure a little bit. I managed to pop him off. I can't keep one rod in the water. I've not even cast out my other one, guys. We've just had that third eel, put it back, turn my head around the corner, and boom, there it goes. Oh, crazy sport. Crazy, crazy sport. I've never ever had eel fishing like this, where it's just constant. I'm actually getting tired. Actually getting tired. Oh dear, I haven't had a break yet. As soon as we've anchored this wreck, they're here. It's not here. Oh no, he's a better one, guys. Yeah, he's a better one. He's fit. Look at him. We're a bit more careful with him because he's a nice fish. Chaos. Absolutely chaos. Again, no rods in the water, guys, because the bites are coming thick and fast. The lead comes off, as you know now. Oh my goodness me. The trace comes off, rod goes in the holder. My goodness me. That's a better one. Yeah, that's a much better fish. Right, I'm gonna get my nooks and I'm gonna weigh him and have a little, out of curiosity, I reckon he's 25. I'll weigh him and let you know. So that's on 0. Bring this weigh sling down here. There he is. Right, let's see what this weighs then. I reckon 25. Moment of truth. About 22. That's okay. There you go. Let's get him in. Woohoo! Right, let's get back down again. Yep, we're in. We're in. Seems to be like a similar size. They're all sort of that 20-pound range. Just constantly. Constant bites, guys. It really is. Constant bites. that time of year really when they are active, you know. We're not on that far out wreck either. It was my sort of second choice, to be honest. Sometimes the decisions are made for you for a reason, you know. Don't think it's going to be too big. Probably about 10 pounds. Yeah. I don't know, 15 maybe. There he is. So. There we go, pinged off. Down he goes. That was just taken on cull. He was literally hooked on the side of the mouth, so I was just playing with him to try and knock him off because I don't need to bring all of them onto the boat. The only ones I'm going to sort of bring on now are the ones which need a bit more attention to unhook, or the real big ones. This action is crazy, absolutely crazy. Yep, here you go guys, that's a better one. That's a better one guys. Ah, he come off again. No, he's still on, he's still on, he's still on, he's still on. He's just pinged off the wreck. Oh yes. Not huge I don't think, but he's just one of them young, powerful fish. Just on a cuttle bait again. They seem to be preferably going for the cuttle over the scad. Yeah, he's not going to be big. He's not the 40 pounder I'm looking for, but he's not going to be too bad either. Oh, there you go. He's just come off. Yeah, he's about 15 pound. I can just see him pop that down. When you're striking early, obviously they can be hooked in the lip, which is where you want them. But then it's a lot easier for them to come off. But I'd rather that than them swallow it. Oh, we've got a bite on this one as well now. I'm going to turn you around, we've got a bite on this one. That's on the scad. We've got another boat which have joined us. Now they're drifting the wreck, I think, with lures. Common courtesy really. If someone else is on the wreck, go somewhere else. It's mad to think, I was actually cold this morning. And yeah, after all this eel fishing, I'm definitely warmed up. Fortunately, this one's taken us into the wreck by the looks of it. Just going to see if I can tempt him out without breaking the rod. Oh, someone's giving him some slack from work and then hauling on it like this. Oh, we've got him up a little bit there. Did I get him out of it though? I'm not sure. No. I'm just going to slacken him off again. Give him a little bit of slack, let him think that he's out, wind down and up, just like that. There we go, he's out. So we managed to trick him there, give him some slack so the eel comes out of the hole, and then bang, we get him just on the slack. And that is a trick on how to get an eel out of a wreck. If it's absolutely lodged in, don't bother trying to get him out because it ain't going to happen. Oh. There you go, it's only a small one. Small and naive, I would say. I'm still going to take the weight off even though it's a small eel. Just going to pop him off like that. Just because he's easier to deal with then. Oh. Yeah, that demonstration worked quite well actually. I just let it bounce him. He wouldn't come out. Dropped him, totally slacked him, and he would have gone, oh, I'm free. He would have popped out wherever he was, quickly wind down, bang, get him up. And yeah, just a little one, nothing big, but an eel all the same. We get the tweezers out, unhook him and get him back. But there we go. I don't know how many eels we've had now. We've done really well. I think we must have had 6 or 7, maybe more. Yeah, that's all right. Right, let's get another rod set up and get that one unhooked. Got a bite on this rod here, guys. Quite a good one. I'm gonna come over. I was just gonna say the. Oh, has he let go of it again? Nope, he is there. He's swimming up with it. There we go, now he knows he's hooked. One of those ones, I don't know how well it's hooked though, because he's bouncing it. Ooh. Strange bite, that one. And a strange bite, because I can feel him vibrating all the way up. Oh, he's just come off now, I think. Yeah, he's just come off now. I just turned the camera on, so the wind's now got up, but it's now a westerly wind, and it's a small tide. So a westerly or an easterly wind, an easterly's not so good here, but a westerly, you can get away with it a little bit more, and the ride on the way in is just a little bit easier. I'm going to just rebait elastic that, make it a bit prettier, and get it back down, because I'd like to get a 30 plus really. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Not being greedy though, because we've done better than I thought we would in the end. Really good pull down on this one. Still feeling now. I'm going to wind down, strike hard. Yep, there he is. There he is. There he is. Not a big one again, really. I think sort of that sort of £5 to £10 range, maybe. Yeah, the weather's picked up a bit, but I'm not too worried. We were out in far worse this morning. Yeah, nice small one. Oh. There we go, it's a little small one, that one. Get that one back, if he lets me. I'm trying to put you back, mate, I'm trying to put you back. There we go. Yeah, shame the wind's picked up a little bit, because it makes you have to think a little bit more. It's not nice, but it's not too bad. I know I could get in perfectly fine when it's like this. I'd have no issues at all. Pulling an anchor I don't think will be an issue. Yeah, the only thing that's keeping me out here at the minute is the fact that it should flatten off again in a bit. We'll see, we'll see. We'll give it 20 minutes and we'll see. So we're into another eel. This is just on the other rod. I've just put the other rod out and this one went. I think that sea's getting a bit worse, so I am going to have to be a bit careful. There you go, another small eel. We'll get that one straight back. Just going to keep this rod out of the water for now, because I'm sort of going to tidy up the boat, make it clean and safe, get all the hooks away. We'll just leave one rod out for now, just so I can keep an eye on the surroundings and just keep an eye on that weather for a bit. Yeah, when the situation changes weather-wise, what I always do is have a little tidy up, make sure everything's clean, safe, and then just that way it's a bit easier if anything happens. So I've only got the one rod out still, just because we're crossing over a little bit, and yeah, it's easier just to have one rod. There we go, there we go. There we go, guys. Oh yeah, that's a better one. That might be a better one. Might be a better one. I don't think he snagged either. I think we're just trying to get. I think we might have him. Yes, I think we do. That's a better one, guys. I think that's a better one. It's a very big bait. So, oh, he's just come off. I think. No, he might still be on. No, I think he's come off. Oh no, that's a shame. Oh no, look at that. So we had, here we go, a pouting has taken the bait, and look, he's been bit, so we had a conger on the back of him. That's ridiculous. So we hooked a pouting, but there was a big conger, big conger attached to him. It's his lucky day. he's out. There we go. Hopefully this one stays on, guys. He feels better. He feels a bit bigger. Feels like a massive lump though. Strange. Not really fought like an eel. Must be an eel, but yeah, he's not particularly fought that hard, so I don't think he's going to be very big. Oh no, he's a good one. Oh, he's the biggest one so far, guys. It's the biggest one so far. Quite well up, I think, but oh yeah, he's not happy. He's not happy at all. Calm down, mate. Calm down. Seems quite well up, so I'm quite happy just to take my time with this one. Got the rod there. Oh no, he's come off. Oh. Well, we caught him really. Yeah, he's going back down there. Yeah, it's the biggest one so far. We had him on the leader. Caught fish really. Wasn't that bold about getting him in. Yeah, he would have been alright. 25, 30 pound. Oh, right, that's good. Let's have another 10 minutes. Well, do you know what? I said one last eel, and it needs to be, because the wind has picked up. So that was a nice one to end on. I count that as a caught fish, really. You know, we had hold of the trace. A lot of people just T-bar them off of the side anyway, so it was getting to that stage where you just got to run hook it. But yeah, the wind's definitely picking up, so we are going to move inshore and possibly go in, but we'll see how it's like inshore. If it's calm, we'll carry on. Well, we're very close to beaching and finishing off the day. Odd day, wasn't it? Hard start, pretty good once we got onto the wreck. Thank you for watching. I don't know how this video would have come out because it was a bit of a chaotic start, and yeah, I was marshalling as well today because obviously it's my my event with Ben, so yeah, lots of things to do. I'm going to get this boat onto a trailer, and I'm going to go and flush the engine, and I'm going to eat some very nice food. Thanks for watching, take care, and have a great week, guys. Thank you very much.